There's a company so hated, it's almost impossible to find any individual, organization, or even politician that thinks anything good about this establishment. This company is Ticketmaster, the world's #1 events ticket retailer. It is extremely rare to see Republicans agree with Democrats at any hearing on Capitol Hill, but Ticketmaster made this a reality when the Senate called for a hearing on the matter of Ticketmaster after the disgraceful manner in which the company had handled the sales of Taylor Swift in November last year. At the hearing, Senator Richard Blumenthal said Ticketmaster had managed to accomplish the impossible feat of uniting the Senate against itself. Could this be the dawn of Ticketmaster's demise, or will it be a mere blip on the radar, eventually fading into obscurity like the numerous other controversies that have plagued the ticketing giant throughout its existence? Excited about content like this? Then you need to subscribe to this channel. Do it now, it is free. Ticketmaster has long been associated with controversial and shady practices. There are so many incidents to cover that a video on the topic could take days to watch. However, let's focus on the most recent event. Taylor Swift's fans were excited to buy tickets for her upcoming tour, which Ticketmaster was in charge of selling. However, things quickly turned into a nightmare. During the pre-sale, Ticketmaster's website crashed due to a surge of traffic from fans trying to get tickets. Ticketmaster claimed that a significant portion of the traffic was coming from bots trying to buy up the tickets. This raises a question about Ticketmaster's history with bots. In fact, many believe that Ticketmaster has intentionally allowed bots to purchase concert tickets in the past. This speculation arises from the fact that Ticketmaster's dominance in the events booking industry has led to many event tickets being sold out even before the main sales, causing fans to turn to secondhand sellers to repurchase the tickets. Ticketmaster has provided a platform for ticket resellers to trade their tickets to other interested buyers. However, this has opened a door for many who purchase event tickets not to attend the show, but to resell them at a much higher price on the ticket resale market. But why is Ticketmaster so powerful? To answer this question, we have to go into the history of the company. The story of Ticketmaster started in 1976 when, in the scorching heat of Phoenix, Arizona, two friends and an ambitious businessman had an idea that would shake the world of ticketing to its core. Albert Loeffler, a successful advertising executive, was tired of seeing people standing in long lines for hours just to buy tickets for the latest Broadway shows. He knew there had to be a better way, and so he teamed up with his friend Peter Gadwa and businessman Gordon Gunn III to create a revolutionary new ticketing company. And so, Ticketmaster was born. The young company started off small, helping event organizers manage their ticket sales. But success came quickly, and within a decade, Ticketmaster had spread its reach across 3 continents with the biggest sports and entertainment audiences: North America, Europe, and Australia. Ticketmaster's first big break came in their very first year when they landed a major client in the form of the sensational English rock band Electric Light Orchestra. The band was on a 76-day tour of the United States, and Ticketmaster handled the New Mexico concert ticket sales. From there, Ticketmaster expanded into the sports world, signing on major league teams such as the NBA's New Orleans Jazz, now known as the Utah Jazz, and the Los Angeles Lakers, as well as the Los Angeles Kings hockey team. But it wasn't just music and sports. Ticketmaster quickly became the go-to ticketing company for any event. And it could be said that their success in Los Angeles was thanks to the new CEO, Frederick Rosen. He took the reins in 1982 and moved Ticketmaster to Los Angeles, where their headquarters remains to this day, 40 years later. By 1993, Ticketmaster was the world's largest ticket sales company, and American billionaire and co-founder of Microsoft, Paul Allen, bought an 80% stake in the company for $270 million. But by 1996, Ticketmaster was recording losses of $6.6 million in just 1 year. Ticketmaster had dominated the ticketing industry for 20 years at this point, and their exclusive contracts with the biggest arenas in every country they operated in made them a force to be reckoned with. But their exorbitant charges and hidden fees, such as the infamous $1 to $7 convenience fee, were beginning to take their toll on consumers. And so, Ticketmaster became a giant in the ring. Their exclusive contracts and massive reach made them the only option for many consumers. Today, in 2022, people are still forced to deal with Ticketmaster because they are still the undisputed leader in the world of ticketing. The merger was not without its critics. Many feared that this consolidation of power would lead to higher ticket prices, less competition, and less choice for fans. Bruce Springsteen even spoke out against the merger, saying, "The one thing that would make the current ticket situation even worse for the fan than it is now would be Ticketmaster and Live Nation coming up with a single system, thereby returning us to a near monopoly situation in music ticketing." Despite the backlash, the merger went ahead and Ticketmaster Live Nation quickly began to flex its muscles. The company controlled everything from the promotion and booking of shows to the sales of tickets and merchandise. It had a stranglehold on the entire live music industry, and many artists and fans felt powerless against it. One of the biggest issues with the merger was the conflict of interest that arose from Ticketmaster Live Nation acting as both the promoter and ticketing company for shows. This gave the company an unfair advantage as it could prioritize its own shows over those of competitors, effectively locking them out of the market. This created an environment where artists were forced to work with Ticketmaster Live Nation or risk being shut out of the industry altogether. The company's control over ticket sales also became a major point of controversy. Fans were frustrated by the high fees and the charges Ticketmaster Live Nation added to ticket prices, making it increasingly difficult for people to afford to attend live events. The company's involvement in the secondary ticket market only added to these frustrations, as it allowed scalpers to resell tickets at inflated prices, taking advantage of fans who were desperate to see their favorite artists live. As the years went on, Ticketmaster Live Nation faced mounting pressure from artists, fans, and regulators. Lawsuits were filed, investigations were launched, and public opinion was turned against the company. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic dealt a devastating blow to the live music industry, and Ticketmaster Live Nation was forced to adapt to a new reality. With concerts canceled and venues closed, the company shifted its focus to live streaming and virtual events, offering fans a new way to experience live music from the safety of their homes. While these innovations were not without their own challenges, they showed that Ticketmaster Live Nation was capable of adapting and evolving to meet the changing needs of the industry. Today, the live music industry has recovered and Ticketmaster Live Nation remains a major player in the market. While its reputation may have taken a hit in recent years, the company is still a vital part of the music ecosystem, helping artists connect with their fans and bringing the magic of live music to audiences around the world. The music industry was evolving rapidly, and Ticketmaster was determined to stay ahead of the game. In 2010, the ticketing giant made its biggest move yet by merging with Live Nation, the largest concert promoter in the world. The deal was worth $2.5 billion and would make Ticketmaster Live Nation the most dominant force in the music industry. In a recent Senate hearing investigating Ticketmaster, a representative from a competing event production company, Lawrence, made some explosive allegations about Live Nation and Ticketmaster. According to Lawrence, the two giants of the entertainment industry often operate as both the promoter and the venue, while also acting as the ticketing company. This creates a serious conflict of interest that can lead to unfair practices and ultimately harm the fan experience. To illustrate his point, Lawrence described a hypothetical sold-out show at a Live Nation-owned and operated venue. He explained that the artist would be required to use Live Nation as the promoter, which involves coordinating and paying for all the upfront costs associated with putting together a concert, such as renting the venue and hiring staff. Since both the artist and Live Nation receive a share of the show's profits, they should be working together as partners to keep costs low and ensure the best fan experience possible. However, with Live Nation acting as both the promoter and the owner and operator of the venue, Lawrence argues that this seriously complicates these incentives. It's a recipe for disaster that can lead to unfair practices, higher costs, and a poor fan experience. Lawrence's testimony has sparked a heated debate about the power and influence of Live Nation and Ticketmaster in the entertainment industry, and whether the two giants should be broken up to create a more competitive and fair marketplace for everyone involved. In order to provide value to their fans, artists often underprice tickets. As a result, in the United States, $5 billion a year is available for resellers to use bots to scalp tickets and resell them on the secondary market at ridiculously high rates. One of the major issues with ticket sales is the prevalence of ticket scalping, which involves the purchase of tickets by bots and their resale on the secondary market at exorbitant rates. This practice has resulted in billions of dollars in profit for scalpers and has left fans frustrated and feeling cheated. Ticketmaster has been accused of participating in such activities, with allegations ranging from the use of bots to buy and resell tickets to the sale of tickets to scalpers. These allegations have resulted in numerous legal battles and fines against the company over the years. One such instance was in 2016, when Ticketmaster was fined $10 million by the U.S. government for violating the terms of a settlement with the Department of Justice. The company was accused of using robotic software to buy up tickets and resell them at higher prices on the secondary market. This practice, known as ticket bots, is illegal in the United States. In 2019, Ticketmaster was hit with another lawsuit, this time accusing the company of knowingly selling tickets to scalpers, who then resold them at exorbitant prices. The company has repeatedly denied such accusations. Ticketmaster's practices have been criticized by many, with some calling the company fraudulent. Others argue that Ticketmaster is merely providing a service that fans are willing to pay for, and that fans are willing to pay higher prices to see their favorite artists. The Senate hearing investigating Ticketmaster's practices could provide significant political support for an antitrust suit against Live Nation, which owns Ticketmaster. The hearing has already garnered support from multiple lawmakers and witnesses, all of whom have advocated for intervention against the company. Maybe finally, Ticketmaster would be held accountable. Check out other similar videos on our channel and don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video.